Welcome back, y'all, to Searching for Faith. If you're new here, I'm Tracy. I'm so glad that you clicked on this video. And we are going to be starting our part 4 of our series on how to Bible art journal. So this part 4 is going to be all about how to do the drawing method for Bible art journaling. Our video, I will put a link below to the playlist of all of the videos so far. So we did a flip through of my Bible art journaling entries. We did a what is Bible art journaling, or what is Bible journaling in general. We did a collage method video, and now we're into our drawing method video. So for the purpose of this video, I am doing my artwork in my illustrating Bibles. These are the NIV illustrating Bibles from Dayspring. I have right now the Psalms and Proverbs and the Gospels illustrating Bibles. I'm pretty sure I bought this one with my own money, and this one was gifted to me. They've actually come out with more now. You can actually get like the whole Bible in the illustrating Bible, but it's very, very thick, and I was just gonna work on these partial ones that I have. And I actually think I'll put like some pictures here. They also now have the Pentateuch, I think, and then they also have like the books that come after the Gospels. I think they have like Acts through Ephesians. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but like I said, I'll put like the info and like little images right here. For the purposes of today, we are going to be sticking in my Gospels. And so most of the time when I'm doing the drawing method for Bible art journaling, I am doing more simplistic. But sometimes I do try to draw a little bit more. So I'm going to give you guys just a couple of like flip through examples really quick of some of the drawings that I have done. Here's like a super simple door. So it can be more complex. It can be, sometimes I make complete messes of what I was trying to do. And I never even showed this one to the general public because it was just like embarrassing, like how bad it was. But I still highlighted, I still did my reflection on the verse. So here's just some examples of drawings that I have done. So give me maybe like one more example. So here's one. So most of the time when I am drawing in my Bible, I am keeping it very, very simple. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of examples of what that looks like today. So what I like to do is get inspiration for verses. So I have like a whole Pinterest board for Bible art journaling. And I will share this Pinterest board with you guys. So there were a couple that kind of spoke to me. I saw someone had done, now sometimes a lot of times I come up with ideas on my own, but for the sake of showing you guys how easy it is, we are going to go through from inspiration on Pinterest, okay? So I thought this one was really fun. The Jesus is our protection in the storm, from Mark, where it has like an umbrella with raindrops. I thought that was super easy. And then I saw this one, Faith Can Move Mountains, and I thought that was really fun as well. So first, let's do this mountain one. Okay, so what Bible verse is this? All right, he replied, because you have so little faith, truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to the mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible. All right, let me make sure I'm in frame. All right, so the tools that I use for drawing are super, super simple, okay? I use a pencil, and this pencil is a Pentel Quick Click. So you click it like here. It's like a button to get the pencil to come out. Some Micron Pigma Micron. I have the 01 and the 05. I have a like heavy duty eraser, a ruler, and then I also have my Crayola Super Tips and my Tombow brush pens. So what I did was I got some inspiration for mountains into my Pinterest board. So these are the 4 that I'm kind of looking at, and I'm kind of leaning towards doing like a merge of, I think I want to do a sun. So like a merge of like this one and this one. I'm pretty good at drawing what I see. So I will look at something and then try to draw it. So we're gonna prop this up and we're gonna use our pencil and we're just gonna try to draw these mountains. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna draw them, let's see, at the top right here. And yes, I am going over the text. If covering text in a Bible bothers you, then I guess turn away, click off the video. This is not the Bible that I use for studying the Bible. So this Bible is for Bible art journaling and reflection and an act of worship. So just so you know. All right, and then I'm just gonna try to draw the mountains. And I'm just gonna kind of freehand them, like so. And then this one. Like that. And then they have like kind of some crags, like this. Pretty easy. Pretty simple. All right, and then some super simple trees, which I greatly appreciate. Super simple trees. And if you want to be more precise with this kind of thing, you could use a ruler. I'm just freehanding it, but that is completely up to you. How you want to do this. There's not really a rhyme. I don't know why I can't get this line straight. There's not really necessarily a rhyme or reason. It's just how comfortable you feel. Okay, I made this one a little tall, so we're gonna add a couple of extras in there. Okay, so these are our mountains, and then what I'm gonna do is I am going to do trying to decide where I want the sun to be. I think I'm gonna do, I think I will use my tools for this. Yes, this is a Cinnamoroll Kawaii kit, but it has like a bunch of different rulers in it. It's got an actual ruler, it's got a scalloped ruler, 2 triangular ones, so lots of fun tools in here. I think I'm gonna use, like, go over the whole, kind of do it from here to here is what I'm kind of thinking. Like that. All right, and then we will add some other parts above. Super simple. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, now that I've drawn the pencil part, I'm gonna go in, and I think I'm gonna go in with my 05. I think I want a thicker line for this part. So So we're gonna go over my pencil markings with the Pigma Micron.
You're teaching me with my imperfections.
Okay. Now I'm gonna very carefully go over my sun.
I'm undone, unraveling my plans. Make me whole again, rebuild me from the inside out. In a way,
There we go. Now I'm gonna go with my eraser and erase the pencil marks.
you're teaching me with my imperfections. Reaching me when I run the other direction. I'm undone.
All right, and this eraser is supposed to roll and get all the pencil marks, but it doesn't always work as good as it's supposed to, at least that I've noticed. Like, I feel like I'm just really pushing it around. So I will say, like, I got these from Mr. Penn. They're supposed to roll it up, but all it really does is kind of sweep it off. But it's supposed to roll it up and then gather it all in here, and it doesn't really work super good. All right. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna add some color to this, okay? And I don't know how well y'all can hear, but my husband's in a meeting in the other room, and he's talking really loudly, so hopefully it's not super distracting. Okay, so my actual art part, like the drawing part, is done. Make sure you're still in frame. Keep getting paranoid that I'm like moving it too much. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is pick a color, and I usually have a piece of paper as like a tester page to test out colors that I want to do. So I know I want the mountains to be a gray, and I've got a couple of gray. So we've got that color gray, and we've got, that's more of a purpley gray, and then we've got a dark gray that's almost black. So I'm kind of leaning away from that one. So I think I'm gonna do the lightest gray. All right, and we are just gonna color in our mountain.
In a way only you know how. I need a revival, something more than this shallow survival. God, I need you. God, I need you. Father, bring me redemption. Renew my heart with a resurrection. God, I need you.
All right, now I'm gonna try and do, I'm thinking these. So we're gonna do some green, just kind of highlighting these trees.
You're pouring out the healing when bitterness is all that I've been feeling. Take this cup and hold it, Lord, not my will, but instead let it be yours.
All right, and now I'm gonna do the sun, which I think I'm gonna stick to a bright yellow. I was thinking of coloring in the sky like beyond, but I think I'm gonna leave this as it is. And I'm gonna highlight the text using the yellow. Sometimes I use a ruler, but today I'm just gonna freehand some lines. All right, this is gonna have to be a shorter prayer because I don't have as much room. So then I read this verse and I say, okay, he replied, because you have so little faith, truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. All right, so I'm gonna reflect on the verse and then I'm gonna write my prayer. I think I probably prayed this prayer a little bit differently than I would have like earlier in my life, because I've learned that it's hard for us. It's easy for us to say, okay, just pray for our desires of our heart to be answered, and we just have faith that God can move mountains, because there were mountains in my life that I prayed diligently for that weren't moved. So I now pray more of a prayer of that God's will be done in my life, and that God will reveal to me his will for me, and that he will move those mountains that need to be moved in my life, I guess is the right way to put it. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well. But so I prayed, dear Lord, may I have faith in your power and in your plan for me. Make our wants the same. May you move mountains in my life, and may your will be done in my life. Amen. So I probably would have prayed that prayer a little bit differently in my early 20s, but at 40, I'm kind of praying it a little bit more differently, that like the mountains that God wants to be moved, may those be moved, and that he will reveal to me his plan and his path for me, and that I will have faith in the power of his will for me, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I am so excited how this turned out. Like, this is maybe one of my favorite pages. All right, I'm gonna date it. Okay, and that is our God will move mountains entry. Love it. I absolutely love this. All right, now we're going to do the entry for the umbrellas to give you another, even probably more simplistic example. So the umbrella verse is in, hopefully I haven't already done this one, but this one is Mark 4:35. So let's go over to Mark. I've only done a couple in Mark, so hopefully we haven't done Mark before. Let's see. So let's see. A furious squall came up and the waves broke over the... Okay, let's read the whole thing. That day when evening came, he said to his disciples, let us go over to the other side. Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along just as he was in the boat. There were also other boats with him. A furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the boat, so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him and said to him, Teacher, don't you care if we drown? He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, Quiet, be still. Then the wind died down, and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? All of these verses are about faith. They were terrified and asked each other, Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him. So I've already done another verse where I showed like a boat. I'm not really sure how to I've done other like stormy skies, but I've also done the waves. Was it in this one that I did the waves, or was it in Psalms that I did the waves? Let me see. So I have done waves before. See. It may be in Psalms that I did the waves. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, it must have been in Psalms that I drew waves. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so I did do some waves in Psalms. So I think I am gonna stick with the umbrella because I wanted to give you guys like a super simplistic option, like something that you could draw. So this is what the original one looked like. And then I gave myself some umbrella inspiration here. I also pinned this umbrella. So I'm just gonna remind myself what an umbrella looks like. We're again going to use, and I'm gonna kind of do it at an angle like this. So we are going to use our drawing tool. But you could also use just like a cup or a bowl, like anything that you have that's a curve. And then I'm gonna do, oops, I broke my pencil. All right, I'm just gonna do some curves like this. Super simple, just a little scalloped edge. Like that. And then you could just leave it alone like this if you wanted to. But if you want to, you could also do like the in-between ones to make it look three-dimensional if you want. Not perfect. I don't think I did it exactly right, but that's okay. And then just kind of drawing a little J like that. Super simple. Not the best I've ever done, but that's okay. All right, and so once again, I am gonna go over this. Oh, I forgot to do the lines. So we need, we're gonna all go up to this little like center right here. Like that. Okay, we'll give it kind of a little like top. Okay, so I'm gonna go over it with my Pigma Micron very, very carefully. Try to improve upon it if I can. When I do the micron. All right, now we're gonna erase. So don't be afraid to use your pencil, all right? Because you can make as many mistakes as you want, and it's all good because you're gonna color it in, and that's gonna take up some of the mistakes. You're gonna erase your pencil. Everything is going to be fine. So don't be too afraid. Okay, so now you decide what color do we want our umbrella to be. I got every color of the rainbow. I'm kind of thinking like a pink and a purple. Like maybe this purple and this pink. Let's see what they look like together. Pink and purple. Kind of wanting a lighter pink. Let's see. Maybe this one's kind of like a pinky. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, let's do these two kind of pinky purples. All right, I'm just gonna go in and draw. I've noticed that it helps because I'm not the best at staying in the lines either, but it does help sometimes to, like, I was bad even with the, it helps sometimes to outline it first and then go in, but even when I outlined this side, I still didn't stay in the lines perfectly. But y'all know I'm not a perfectionist, so it doesn't bother me, but if that bothers you, then you're gonna wanna be a little bit more careful. So for the most part, I feel like the coloring is the easiest part. It just depends on how much of in a hurry you are. So if you're worried about staying in the lines, just try to slow down. I think these colors look so good together. Okay. Now I'm gonna alternate it a little bit.
Shall survival. God, I need you. I need you. Father, bring me redemption. Renew my heart with resurrection. God, I need you.
All right, now I'm gonna go in with a dark gray. This part. Let's see. And then I think I'm gonna do a nice dark purple for the handle. All right, now for my raindrops, I am going to just freehand them, but we are gonna pick a color. And I will show you what raindrops look like, okay? So let's look at this one. It's a little too blue, too bright. That might be a good raindrop color. Let's try this one. I also have a couple of blues in my combo. Let's try a couple of these. All right, I think I'm gonna stick to this one. All right, but just so you know, raindrops are super easy, okay? It's literally just a teardrop like that. So I'm just gonna freehand mine, but if you wanted to, you could do teardrops on your own, and like you could do them with a pencil and then like outline them in black like we did and then color them in if you wanted to. But I'm just gonna freehand some raindrops.
You're teaching me with my imperfections.
Okay, there we go. Super easy. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm trying to decide which color. I think I'm gonna do blue for the lines. And we'll do, oh, I lost my purple. I put my purple back. Which purple was it? Is it this one? Nope. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this purple for the passage. So we're gonna highlight the passage. I'm just gonna do the whole passage, not just the one verse. All right, I'm gonna use my blue to just freehand some lines. All right, and now I'm gonna reread my verse and reflect on it.
Unraveling my plans, make me whole again, rebuild me from the inside out, in a way only you know how. You're teaching me with my imperfection.
Okay, so I wrote, Dear Lord, when I am in the midst of the storms of life, may I look to you and your peace to calm my anxious heart and mind. May I always have faith in your power. Amen. All right. I just realized you couldn't see the bottom part. I apologize. It's hard sometimes to stay like in frame. Okay, y'all, so I definitely think that my favorite from today is the one in Matthew that we just did. Let me go back to it. Where was it? Wasn't it Matthew 6? I keep forgetting where I am. Matthew 17. I definitely think this one is my favorite. Let me know which one you liked the best, this one or our umbrella. Okay. All right, guys. So this is drawing method. Like I said, I often will just like come up with like just ideas on my own. Here's our umbrella again for reference. I will come up with ideas on my own. Sometimes I did this one, which was an epic fail. And then I did another one later on, which I liked a whole lot better. Is it this one? Where I did it again? Yeah, so sometimes I have like an idea. Like I tried to do, where is it again? Where I did it and it was just so bad. It was so bad. Like I tried to draw the flowers myself and it was just a failure. I can't even find it again, y'all. But where I went back and I drew the cross and then added stickers instead. So sometimes it comes out really well. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I need to practice. Like I know I practiced some doves on the back of here for John 3:16. I did, where is it? Where I did the globe and a dove. And I'm actually like so proud of how well that dove came out that I did a lot of practice doves and looked at how people draw doves online before I drew it on the page. But then I have others that just like this one, I had this like wonderful inspiration for like the storm and like not the storm, but of Jesus being baptized and the dove coming down, and it was just like an epic failure. And this is just one that like I had a lot of thought of what I wanted it to look like, and it just didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So sometimes they come out the way you want, and sometimes they don't. It just, it kind of just depends on that day, how focused you are. And so I feel like if you're more of the artistic type and you can just like put something down on a page, that's great. But if not, definitely give yourself like a mood board or a Bible journaling, board on Pinterest so that you can give yourself some inspiration. Like there's so many simple ones. Like this one's like a letter. This one's a light bulb. I think I did a light bulb one once too. Definitely go check out my very first video where I flip through all of my artwork and get some inspiration from that. So it never hurts to use a reference and then make it your own, okay? As long as you are reflecting on God and you're reflecting on his word and you are being prayerful and worshipful about it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. And God, at the end of the day, it's not about your artwork. It's not about your artistic ability. It's about God and spending time with him. And at the end of the day, he doesn't care how beautiful the product is. He's not going to be like, oh, I'm so disappointed because you drew that bad. Like, God's not going to say that. God is going to be like, thank you for spending time for me. Thank you for worshiping me. Thank you for reflecting on my word. That's all God cares about. He just cares about spending time with you. So I don't want you to feel pressure that it has to look like this every time, because I showed you lots of examples where it doesn't always come out this good. So, and I'm sure there are going to be some artists that see this and be like, that is horrible, Tracy. Why do you think that's a good job? But this is one of my best and I'm very proud of it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if you love Bible art journaling or if you just love art in general. What mediums are you into? Do you like painting? Do you like drawing? Do you like to color in a coloring book? What is your favorite medium? Let me know. If you liked this particular video, if you love Bible art journaling and you loved seeing my drawing process in my Bible art journal, then definitely hit that like button. And if you would like to follow along with me on this spiritual journey to discover who God is and what I believe, and you love Bible journaling and Bible study, we do a lot of Bible study content here, then definitely hit the subscribe button as well. And yeah, okay, I hope you guys have an amazing week. It is still summer. I'm hoping that if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, that you're enjoying the sun, you're enjoying the outdoors, and that you are reflecting on God and his nature and his creation. So don't forget, guys, that God has not forgotten you, and we are in this together. I'm here for you. Please let me know how I can pray for you in the comment section below. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.